This is what's going on. I can get the rest of this poem, but I'm pretty sure this is what this is. Angels ascending and descending. I'm going to tell you something. The halo and the horns that you see are the same thing. The halo, it is just representing the whole thing, and the horns are just representing the two pillars. These guys come here. It's like, think of it like this. It's a vacation spot. They come here, they fuck around, they cause problems, they murder, and they do all of this shit, and then they leave. And then they come back and they do it. We don't know how to do that. We're blocked. See how their two pillars in this picture are identical? They're identical. You see these two pillars here? How they're broke? This is them. You see how the stairway goes up? Ours is busted. Theirs is working. They come here, they cause mischief and mayhem, murder, problems, and then they leave. And they don't ever have to worry about being held accountable for it. And the Jews are tied way into this, but I got news for you. That porthole for the Jews is going to close. And then they're going to be stuck here with us. And that's called the trouble in the house of Jacob. That's when the world turns around and says, okay, enough of this shit with the Jews. Because at some point, the world's going to figure this shit out. So you can go research this yourself. I'm not going to help you out anymore with this. These dudes are coming up out of hell, because that's what this whole Saturn Jew thing is. This is what ties the Jews to Saturn. They come up, they fuck around up here, just like that movie, remember I showed you? The movie 9? The dude kept coming here, and he was always affecting people's worlds and stuff, and then he would go back. Well, that's where he was going. He was going back to hell. That's where these guys come from. The Jews are tied in with that, and that's why they haven't been stomped out of existence, because we're literally cut off from God. So they kind of have a special way here. They ascend. That's why they're called, when you talk about this stuff, they talk about ascended masters, because they're coming from below, they're ascending. If they were like Jesus, they would be descending masters, because they would be coming down. This is what the deal is. That's where those kids from Sandy Hook went. Nobody got killed, they just got taken. There's no bullet holes in that school. Nothing. They just got taken. And if they didn't get taken, their bodies got inhabited, like that evil little shit kid I showed you in that picture. Let me go grab that real quick. This little kid here, that's one of the kids from Sandy Hook. Look at her eyes. There ain't nothing in there, because that ain't human. At least not anymore. Because what was ever in that kid got taken. And so that kid is just a shell. That's what's going on here. So you can go look all this stuff up. Start studying. But I'm telling you, this is pretty much it. They come up, they fuck around, they do whatever they want to, and then they go back down. It's always been that way, and for right now, that's the way it's going to stay. Their pillars are working. They go up. Ours is busted. I mean, I don't know why anybody would want to go down into hell, but we're basically what this is representing is we're cut off. So they're cut off, and we're cut off from God, both of us. But they come up into our world and then go back into their own. We're just stuck here, and we're fucking fish in a barrel. This is how it appears to be to me. The pillars and the halo are the same thing, in my opinion. Okay? When they hold up the two pillars, that's the two fingers, that's the pillar. When they make the circle, the halo, whatever. It's these guys that are coming and going. When you look at this, okay, this looks like a black circle with a white, with another black circle with another one. It's a tunnel. It's a tunnel. Okay? You see it goes out that way? Look, imagine you're looking into the center of this thing, and it's going, let's do this. And let's just say that it's going at a distance. So it's going in. It's like you're standing off to the side instead of looking straight in. So if you were to cut this out, we'll just go back one more here. If we were just to take this like this, let me open this up a little bit. If you get rid of all of the stuff around here, okay? I'm going to show you, just bear with me. I'm trying not to destroy the picture. All of this is going to start making a little bit more sense. At least it does to me. I mean, I already resigned the fact that we're cut off from God. The Bible tells us that we're completely and utterly cut off. But there's some other people that on this planet that know how to get to a certain place. That's what I was showing you in the last video. But the thing is that's going to come to an end. And then they're going to be stuck in here with us. They're going to be stuck in the monkey house with all the monkeys. So, if you see that, now let's get rid of this. Let's just get rid of this. Can you see it yet? Just get rid of all of this right here. You see it yet? I didn't want to hit that, but that's okay. You guys get it, right? You understand? There's your crescent moon. Okay? There it is right there. It's the same picture. It's what McCleary's been saying. It's the porthole. Here's the two pillars, the doorway. The cube sits right there. The cube sits in between here, like this. The circle, this is your circle and a square. It's the porthole, it's the doorway. Theirs works because they come from below up. That's why these idiots in the New Age call them ascended masters. Because they're dudes that know how to work the light system. Light meaning the spiritual aspect of it. We're stuck in the dirt, the 3D system. They understand the 3D system and the spiritual side. You starting to get this? Jesus would be a descended master because it's a play on words. He's descending from heaven, but the ascended masters are the ones that are coming from below. And that's why that whole ascended shit from the Middle East and the freaking India, I hate that shit and I always have. So if we go back and we get rid of all of this and we put this back together, you see? It's like James Bond. I guarantee you. If you go watch James Bond, they'll show you this and they make it like the barrel of a gun. But what they're really showing you is the porthole. Absolutely 100%. There's no doubt in my mind. That's what this is. They have a working porthole from Shinar or from the Elysium Fields. Ours is busted. They're coming up out of hell. They have to be. Or that's the only thing I can think. See, people are getting hell confused with fire and brimstone. I don't think it's all like that. I think it's a playground for some people that enjoy going there, or that's where they're really from, and then they come here. But this is definitely, go watch the beginning of any James Bond movie. That's the barrel of the gun, but it's really the porthole between the two pillars.